you go. Listen, sometimes you hit record,
Oh,
like,
it
subscribe,
ended?
share. Did it end?
No, it's okay.
No,
Go,
it's
go, go.
recorded. You got me all
Yeah, go.
fucked up
My
right
bad, my
now.
bad, my
What's
bad.
the good lady? OG Borico Dandada, aka Chef, Mr. Muffins Martinez. He got me all fucked up talking before this shit. I hit record when I'm not supposed to hit record. Um, Listen, like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. I don't know what he had in store. Usually, when the weekend isn't too popular, we go on Wednesday. Something must have happened outside of Camille having her, I guess, return to AEW. Right?
No,
So, if that was a big plug, I'm going to.
I wanted to save that one till later because I wanted to start with Saturday stuff first and go into Sunday.
Oh, my bad. My bad. So,
Yes.
Dr. Camille coming back to the end of the episode.
Yeah. So basically, we had TNA Rebellion was Saturday night. So they had that show there. Um, I watched some of it, and I'll be honest with you, this was an actual pretty good show. I'm not even gonna lie. It was a pretty good show. Some things were nice, some things were predictable, and we'll get to that. They had a real nice pre-show, because everybody now does the pre-show thing now, like a pre-hour thing, and they'll give you like one or two matches. The one thing that I didn't like is Carlos Silva came out to talk about, the returning EC3 and some other stuff. And the man actually got booed. Why is he getting booed? Like, I don't understand why is he getting booed? That man has been putting TNA on the map the last year since he's taking over. We've been bringing people in. They got the AMC Plus thing, channel now and stuff like that. He's been putting in the work. They just got Ricky Sosa in and stuff like that. So there's excitement in the air. And they boo him. Now, there's not wasn't a lot of people. I want to say maybe like 10, 15 people get booed or whatever. But you could see him kind of rattle, like, because he wasn't expecting to get booed. So, I kind of felt bad about that. But the show was pretty decent. We'll go through the card. They have Ryan Nemeth, BDE, whatever. They had Leon Slater defeat Cedric Alexander by pinfall. Now this one here, I felt like Cedric should have won and won the belt, the TNA X Division Championship. I thought that they should have changed the hands right there.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. Frankie Kazarian defeated Elijah in a crappy match. I hated the ending. Station Agent Zero beat Moose. Now this was a really good match, and this one really shows Special Agent Zero that he's ready for that mainstay at action in TNA. Maybe get some more stuff on his own. Maybe break up from Order 4 in the future, stuff like that. So he showed out on this match. There was one where Moose speed him to the ropes and right to the table outside. That shit was crazy. I thought that was, one of those crazy spots. Like if you miss it or he goes over the table, somebody's getting a concussion. But he got nailed perfectly. So Special Agent Zero was good. The match that I didn't get, that Elegance brand, go up against, Mickey James, ODB, and Taryn Terrell. Yeah, I don't know, man. It did what it was supposed to do. Everybody's all over the place. So all those 6 ladies all worked hard for this. But they knew what they were in for. So, and they did it, but you can see we're better than this. We should have got better things. But then after the match, Carlos Silva came out and announced that ODB is going to be enshrined into the TNA Hall of Fame in October, all for glory. Hey, you might go like this, but ODB paved the way a lot for the women's division.
Paved the way for who?
For the women's division. She was there. She was there from the beginning. She busted her ass. and then she was doing
Well,
stupid.
no. I'm not saying she didn't bust. I'm not saying she didn't bust her ass. I'm not saying that. ODB did her thing. But when you look at the legacy of the women's division, ODB is not a top 15.
No, but she was a worker. She did her job, and then when they put it in crappy segments, she did it with no issues. You never heard anything bad from ODB or complaining, "Oh, this shit sucks."
Bro, but the Hall of Fame is supposed to be the Hall of Fame, not the Hall of Average.
Well, I mean, you just said that, and I just want to rebuttal that. What about the WWE Hall of Fame?
That's bullshit. You have Shaq in there and all that other stuff. And if this was basketball,
not even Shaq, you have wrestlers who don't belong there, like you said.
Oh, for sure. I'm just saying it's a popularity thing in WWE. It's not a longevity of great work and resume. It's a popularity thing. TNA was always better than that. And I'm not shitting on ODB. I've been there, and ODB has entertained the shit out of me. I love ODB's work. But you're telling me that, and I understand Velvet Sky and them are in, Gail Kim, but like, is Awesome Kong in yet?
Oh yeah, I hope so. I believe so.
Because I don't remember her in.
I mean, she has to be. She has to be. But you could look it up while I keep going on the card, and yeah, she has to be, man. But then they had the fun match, which I actually like, was Nick Nemeth against AJ Francis, and they have Bernie Kosar, quarterback from the Cleveland Browns from back in those days. And for somebody who doesn't know much about wrestling or is there for like a one-off thing, Bernie Kosar was having a lot of fun doing whatever he wanted, whatever they had him do. He was having a lot of fun, and he enjoyed himself. So you could see like the big kid inside of him. Like, oh, I'm doing something wrestling stuff or whatever, so you could tell she had fun. The one that kind of, I don't know, was kind of screwy was Ariana Grace defeating Lee Ying Lee after Saya Brookside turned on Lee Ying Lee and looked like she joined that one with all the kids that their parents were, wrestlers. They're doing WWE NXT, Birthright. So it looks like she joined Birthright because her father was one of the good wrestlers down in the UK and trained her at NXT for a while. So she looks like she did that. It was just funny how she pulled Lee's leg while the referee is looking. She pulled and put the leg on top of the rope. And I think it's gonna like, dude, like, aren't you supposed to kick her out when that happens? Like, you literally looked at her doing it. Like, she's looking at her, and she's doing that. So I thought that was kind of a screwy thing right there. Yo, the match of the night was Mustafa Ali defeating the R&B sensation Trey Miguel for the TNA International Championship. This match was amazing. This match, everything. This match just showed the type of athletic abilities and wrestling abilities that Mustafa Ali and Trey Miguel has, especially Mustafa Ali. Like, I mean, this dude went all out in this match to win that belt. And the funny thing is, after the show, he had a little thing that he said in the back with order for holding the belt. And then he says that he's tired of wrestling the same people in TNA. And he wants to go and wrestle people outside of TNA. So he's open and challenge for any indie person that wants to come up to TNA and challenge him for the belt. Dude, now Twitter went crazy.
Yep.
Our homie Limelight was one of the first ones that answered, and Ali answered back to him like safety on or safety of mic on. So that looks like a challenge might happen coming up. Our boy, Mr. Kevin Costner, from the what's his name? Richard Holiday. He also answered that too, or he told on Twitter. So we might see some good people if they do this right. coming up into TNA in the future from the Indies, this might be kind of cool, to see Danny or Richard Holiday, stuff like that in TNA, going forward. So the system, the tag team, Bert Branson and Brian Myers defeated the Hardy Boys for the tag team titles. Thank God that's finally over. And then the main event was Mike Santana against Eddie Edwards in almost 20 minutes. Now, this was a good match. Once again, you saw the swerve in Eddie Edwards' wife. What's her name? Ashley? Not Ashley.
No. Oh my God. Alicia Edwards.
Alicia. And I'm thinking to myself, and then I had a conversation with people on this time on Instagram about this. Like, who actually believed that Alicia was going to turn on her husband? Again, they done this storyline like 6 months ago when she was turning on Eddie Edwards and stuff like that, and only to find out that she did not turn on Eddie Edwards. You know what I'm saying? And then again, like 6 months later, it's the same thing. As long as they're both together in TNA and they're married, there's no storyline where it's going to say they're going to turn on each other. It's literally impossible. It's not going to happen. It's going to be a swerve every single time. So that kind of took off.
Oh yeah.
That kind of took off from the match because you already knew what was going to happen. I really expected Eddie Edwards to beat Santana in this match, just because it's rebellion. They had a thing going on between Order 4 and the system about helping each other, which means now you might see now Order 4 against the system coming up, on the shows going forward. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But all in all, I actually gave it a B, the show.
Damn. Yeah. That's a good grade.
I was actually very surprised. Production-wise, it was amazing. Plus, come on now, Father Mitchell and Abyss. Come on, man.
They fucking
You
suck.
lying. See, I dislike you. I love you. No homo shit. I love you. I love you. There's times that you just be talking crap out of your butt.
Have I ever liked Abyss?
Dude, you were a fan of Decay.
No, I was not. My oldest was a fan of Decay. I never liked Decay. I didn't like Decay, and I didn't like the broken bullshit. Bro, first off, when it comes to Abyss, and I don't give a fuck if he even sees this, he's never been a good enough wrestler. So you know what he's had to do? He had to go to the hardcore range, and that's it. He's stiff. He can't cut a promo to save his life. Bro, he's buns, bro. No Diddy. He's buns. You're stuck on nostalgia.
Well, this was nostalgia because one, it was nice of WWE to give him permission to do that. Well, first
he's
of
not
all,
a wrestler.
But he signed with WWE
as like a fucking.
He's a producer. He's a big time producer. So
I wouldn't say big time, but okay.
He puts matches together.
Absolutely, no hate. Yes, he does.
And he's put some hell of a matches together the last year or so. I'll give him that much. So for them to give him permission to and do this, that was kind of cool. To kind of close the chapter on the whole Abyss, Father Jizz Mitchell, when Mitchell betrayed him and stuff like that. That was, dude, I got sentimental. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I was like, damn. Dude, I'm sorry. I got sentimental. I got sentimental. And I'll once again, I'm gonna say I'm sorry, but I'm actually looking forward to the bunny coming back alive from being dead, because I didn't think that you killed her like that, and then 3 years later you tried to bring her back with Susie. And they're doing a good job of how they're going to bring her back. So you can go that way, I've seen in no movies.
They're like best friends though.
Yeah. But once she got let go from or her contract expired, you knew that maybe something like that was going to happen. And I'm kind of glad that if she does come back, she's a great wrestler.
Love her.
She's a great wrestler.
Absolutely.
And she's married to Pepper Parks.
Yep.
We also know husband and wife. When that whole Laura Benes and Ali mess with the marriage, all that kind of bullshit. That shit was gold. I don't care what anybody says. That hit. on all cylinders.
Oh, I was
And,
there for it. I loved it.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna. So that, I kind of got nostalgia for that whole thing, and I'm looking forward to when they finally get this done and she comes back and she's alive. Has experience. She's a veteran that could go and she could help some of the young girls you know get there. You know what I'm saying? So that's a plus in my book. But like I said, all in all, I gave it a B.
All right, I can tag in finally.
Go ahead. You can tag anything you want to.
No, I know. I wanted you to go, and you were right. Awesome Kong is inducted into the Hall of Fame. So
I don't remember. I don't remember when, but I know she has to be in the Hall of Fame.
Better have been, right? That's where I was at with it. When you said you don't remember, I was like, she better have been. All right.
She better.
So let me start with the 10 morons that are booing this guy,
Carlos Silva.
And
I'm not saying it because he's Puerto Rican.
No. I'm not even doing that. But let's just go back to our last show where we had talked about there was an absolute moment where TNA, Impact Wrestling, GFW, whatever you want to call it at that point, the doors were about to get closed. Let's not forget that. Let's not pretend, and I'm living proof, and all the little marks out there can get afraid and say I'm a hater. I've been there when there have only been 20, 30 people there. And I account for 4, including myself. All right? Let's just go to how far he's taken it. He got NXT to be a part of it. So he's part of that branching in and getting the partnership deal with them. He's had big talent come over here, had great segments. He's got a TV deal. This man is working. So for anyone to boo this man, he's not an on-stage character. He's not a heel. He's not a face. He's part of the owner group of this fucking company, or if you don't want to call him an owner, backstage personality, whatever it is. He makes all this ish happen, and for some reason he comes out and you got the nerve to boo this guy. Lexi, who I love and bias as shit, was an on-screen character. You've seen her as the aunt to EC3. You've seen her going through a table with Team 3D. You've seen her slap wrestlers and get into stuff, right? Like, she was an on-screen personality. He is not. He came out to address the crowd. Not only that, and arguably, one of the most entertaining TNA wrestlers of all time just walked back through the door in EC3. Unbelievable.
I forgot to mention that, yes.
Yeah. Unbelievable wrestler, right?
To his old song.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about popping. That song hit and crowds go crazy. He was a great champion. He was great on the mic, and he elevated people like Moose and people like Lashley, who could not talk for nothing. And that Lashley segment with him was awesome. And another person he brought up is one of whoever watching this TNA fans is he also bring along Eddie Edwards, right? Another guy who couldn't talk on a mic, and EC3 elevated him. So this is a big move coming in. You got your Ash by Elegance, they're killing it. Santana, murdering it. Like you said, the hottest independent wrestler right now. They just kept in their doors. So he comes stateside, and they don't let him leave without a contract, which is Ricky Sosa. So let's just act like this guy is not doing anything. Let's boo him. You're booing him for what? After everything I just named, I'm not even the biggest. I don't know everything that's going on. I just hit you with a sample size of work. I respect what he's doing. And listen, he's getting more crowds. He's hitting other cities and everything. It's not just staying in my favorite place, the Orlando spot. Right? Yeah. He's letting everybody be able to touch the product. Give him credit. Skip all the way to Allie. Love Allie. Met her, right? She met my mom, and obviously I'm a mama's boy, and she was so sweet. So was Pepper Parks. That I was like, damn, they cool as shit, right? And then you get to see her more often, and what a bubbly, beautiful personality, right? And her in-ring is crazy. If you don't know her from Cherry Bomb, you know her from Allie when she couldn't wrestle. Well, yeah, she's like shit. Her gimmick was to look like a chick that just had no idea what she was doing. Waited too
Yeah.
long, and then whatever. But then you see her wrestle. She goes to AEW. She does a thing, and now she's coming back home. I would love to see this Demon Bunny thing, whatever they're gonna do again. Let them do what they do. They're great friends. They have great chemistry. They make fucking magic when they do their thing. And if you look at the women's tag team division and you put them two together, I'd put them up with a belt in the next year. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so that was kind of good, And you mentioned like EC3 thing, people blew their minds off. And with Carlos Silva, I like the way that he does the international way when they have the title matches, and or a person retains or a new person wins. He goes into the ring, he gives them the belt, they take a picture. They do that in Japan, they do that in Mexico. So I like that he's doing the same thing here in the United States with the TNA wrestlers. So that kind of adds a little more excitement to the person either retaining or winning the belt. So it's kind of cool with that. So we will move on. Saturday night they had the AAA. They're still doing the episodes from the last show that they did. Only had two matches here. They had the original Grande Americano, which is Chad Gable, up against Octagon Jr. So Grande Americano wins, of course, but they're building that up with the fake Grande Americano, which is Luke Geyser. But in Mexico, it's opposite. Everybody loves the fake, and they hate the original one. So to add more fuel to the fire, they had the original one kind of beat up like a celebrity, one of those morons in Mexico that are celebrities or whatever. And then the girlfriend of Kaiser, which is the announcer there, she slapped him. She slapped the original Americano, and then he started stalking her. Dude, out of nowhere, here comes the fake Grande Americano. But when I tell you, this dude came running and leaped like 10 feet away from him with a clothesline or a punch. That shit looked amazing. Like, this dude was really fighting for the love of his life. Like, dude, I'm gonna kill you. Top deal shit.
Can I ask you a question about Ludwig Kaiser? So you've been watching him for a while now, right?
Yes, when he was with Gunther.
In NXT, right?
Yes.
Okay. To watch his work from that to what he's putting out now, do you feel he's more polished and better than ever before, or do you think he's always been this great? He just finally had his own spotlight.
I think everybody's always been that great. I think everybody's always been great.
Yeah.
Until they have to show it, and then either their nerves hits and they can deliver, or they go on a buff.
Okay.
And now we knew this guy was going to do it. He's that guy, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Like, he can never go back to being Kaiser again.
Nope.
He has to be the Grande Americano fake one for the rest of his life. If WWE doesn't work out for him, he'll go to Mexico. He'll be a god in Mexico there, doing what he does now down there. That dude will never leave Mexico because he'll be the biggest star in Mexico history ever on the fake Grande Americano. So he had to fall back on.
I just want to tag him real quick. So he is the fake American Grand, whatever the fuck, Grande Americano.
So United States, he gets booed. And Chad Gable.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Here, this country, he's the fake. Everybody boos him and everything. In Mexico, he's the real one. Because they love that.
He's still the fake.
No, I know he's still the fake, but not to them. To them, that's their guy.
Yes. No, and it's crazy how, once again, we said this before, how a German guy can get the love of Mexican people. And that's when I ask you, is this, culture, whatever? Because I'm thinking, hold up, do people know these guys German and not
and
Mexican
he speaks Spanish.
He speaks perfect Spanish at that. You need to tell me nobody can be like this guy here and learn the language and give his effort and put in to actually learn the culture of a different country and be loved like this man is. It's crazy.
It's wild because, like you said, he's stuck like that.
Yes.
Right? Like it's kind of like in 1966, Adam West becomes Batman, right? And guy kills it, but he's so great as Batman that he's stuck as Batman. So you never got to see him venture out because he was stereotyped as that's Batman. Ludwig Kaiser is no longer Ludwig Kaiser.
He's the Grande Americano.
Grande Americano.
Fake or whatever, with his other two partners or whatever. So now they actually finally made a match. It's going to be on May 30th, which is going to be mask versus mask. So I'm glad that this is not going to be in WrestleMania. Well, I don't know in what type of show this is going to be on. So I don't know if it's like one of those big, like yearly shows that comes up on May 30th. They're finally going to have the mask versus mask. So we're going to see who is the real Americano going to be. And I'm guessing Kaiser is definitely going to win. And we'll get Chad Gable back. A fun segment was, I think, one of the biggest things that has happened in wrestling in a while. They had the Las Tóxicas, which is La Hiedra, which is the women's mega champion for females. So she came out. So Flammer is one of the members. She's been the champion for 973 days. Has been the champion. Yeah. So of course, there's nobody here that could beat me. I already went through everybody here. Blah 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 blah. All of a sudden, music comes. There's a car comes out or whatever video, and all of a sudden, La Catalina comes out. Now this is huge for a couple of reasons why this is huge. This is huge because as of 2 weeks ago, she was a CMLL roster member.
Okay.
AAA people leave AAA to go to CML or Crash Lucha or other places. No one leaves CMLL to go to AAA.
That's like you'll never get back. You'll never be able to work back at CMLL.
Ever. So this lady was just a CMLL roster person 2 weeks ago. And boop, either her contract expired or she didn't have no contract when she worked with them for a while. Well, she jumped ship. Now she's in AAA. Now this is huge for the simple reason that she felt betrayed by CMLL because just a year ago, she was on top of everything. They had to wrestle Mercedes Moné a couple of times there, Mexico and up here. She was hitting all cylinders. She was here. And all of a sudden, she went down here.
Wow.
And no one could figure out what happened. Why? Did she go from here? So all of a sudden, she's here. And she's still there working, doing her job like she's supposed to. Still here. Almost a year later. And she's trying to figure out, okay, did I piss somebody off? What the hell did I do? So I think she felt betrayed. She goes, something? They always say, don't feed the hand that feeds you, or don't bite the hand that feeds you. But I guess she decided, something, I'm tired of the food that I'm getting here because I went from here to getting ramen soup.
Yeah. And
I gotta buy the ramen, bucket that comes in 24 different flavors and shit to allow me for because I could have one a day because they don't respect me. So now she's in AAA, and now you're gonna have a humongous fight between La Flammer from Las Tóxicas against La Catalina for the women's championship, most likely coming up soon or even on May 30th to make it a big show thing now. So now people are not talking about it because they're females. I'm thinking if it was guys, it would have been all over the place. Like if Mystico would have left CMLL and he leaves and jumps ship to go to AAA. Dude, that's huge. You don't do shit like that. And then the main event for the day was Penta defending his title, the IC the Intercontinental title against El Hijo de Vikingo, and Penta won with the help of Mini Vikingo. So little Mini. So now we're gonna go Mini Vikingo against the original Vikingo coming up. So that's gonna be interesting because Mini Vikingo's like probably like your size, like 5 foot. So maybe smaller.
A 5'7" frame never comes into play here, but okay.
So
So hold on. So I hate this for one reason. The whole they're women thing and they don't get the kind of respect they deserve kind of annoys me because it's no longer, and we've been saying this for years, the days of bra and panty match has been dead. That shit has been dead, right? And that women's revolution didn't start in WWE, didn't start in NXT. It should start in TNA, right? Gail Kim and all these girls, Taryn Terrells and Taylor Wilds, Daphne, all these girls. These girls have been putting on insane matches. Some of our favorite matches are females, right? Like they fucking kill it and do shit. I mean, first off, look at Diamante when she came into TNA. Diamante was going nuts. Hurricane and shit like that. Like, and a lot of times for the American culture, we don't really see the lucha aspect like that in our wrestling. That's a newer thing coming in, right? Yeah, you see it in WCW back in the days, but even that you watch for the Lex Lugers, the Stings, and those guys. But fuck, man, give these women the props they deserve, man. Shit. It's 2026, man. Yo, my bad. I'm like a hater today.
Today.
I'm not a hater all the time.
Sometimes.
All
the time.
Like Big Pun said, I'm not a hater. I just crush a lot.
No, all the time you're a hater. So we move from there, and we go to Sunday night. And Sunday night, which was last night, and we had AEW Dynasty. And this is where they had a little, in a little interviews before, and they had our girl Camille finally returned.
Yes.
From unexpected injuries, working in American Gladiator. Probably don't think because she's back now. So she's back. She jumped your girl, Widow Nightingale in the back.
That's Rob K's girl. That ain't my girl.
Got beat her in the back, make a statement. So she's back now. Before the show, they will do the pre-show thing. They have Alex Windsor, who is this girl's what's that guy's name from the UK? He used to be in the United Kingdom or the United Empire. Just came back. Oh God! I apologize.
Yo, guy.
I always forget people. Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay. The ballet.
So Will Ospreay's girl, Alex Windsor, against Marina Shafir, who's part of the clan with John Maxwell. So Windsor wins. Camille defeated Big Ann in a very impressive way, I must say, because she came out and she beat the crap out of Big Ann and put her in a torture rack. Reminded me of Lex Luger there for a minute when she did it, and then she does like the spin power bomb. I thought that was I'm back type of match. I'm here. I'm going to get some belts. Jack Perry defeated Mark Davis, one half of the Aussie Open for the national championship. Megan Bain and Lena Cross defeated Hyan and Maya World for the women's tag team title. So then they have four matches pre-show. So that's amazing when you have like almost half of your card on somebody's regular show be on the pre-show. So that right tells you how deep your company is when you could put 4 full matches as a pre-show. Then you have the Young Bucks. This was a funny match. The Young Bucks go up against Dan Callis' family of Okada and Takeshita. Now you finally see Okada shake hands and tell the truth with Takeshita. They shake hands, You think everything's back to normal? We're finally going to see these two monsters get together. Towards the end, you see Takeshita, one of the Jumbo's going to do the indie driver. He grabbed his leg, and then he's like looking like, should I put him down? Should I hit him? And then he just let him go. So they do the move. Okada gets pinned. Now you're going to see Takeshita against Okada at the next pay-per-view, and that's going to be a huge match there.
You're excited. You like those New Japan cats.
Oh, dude, especially Takeshita. Takeshita and Okada both. Come on, man. The Rainmaker? Shit. Dude, that'd be stuck in some bullshit. They should be fighting. Now in this crap. Well, anyways, then you got Ricochet defeat Chris Jericho in his first match since he was gone, when a contract expired. So that was interesting for Chris Jericho to lose clean to Ricochet. Maybe a changing of the guards type of thing. The guy who I hate, Darby Allin, God can't stand this dude, defeated Andrade El Idolo.
I seen that he shook his hand or whatever. Man, shit is corny.
Yeah, Andrade. So now, singles match, Allin won. Now they're gonna have a title match for this Wednesday coming up, Spring Break, for Darby Allin to go up against MJF.
What?
So, yeah, because MJ is the champion. So now a real hard match, and I was surprised about this one. FTR against Cope and Cage. And man, I don't know if you saw it when Cope got busted open with the belt. And he caught it right there. Boy, as soon as he caught it, you saw the hole just like whoop, and you see the blood. I was like, holy shit. I thought we were going to have no blood last night. I said, well, we're going to have blood because it's AEW. But this one was definitely inadvertently. This was excited by accident. Like he got popped. So FTR won, which I was surprised about that. Now they had a 10-man casino gauntlet match for the vacant TNT championship because Kyle Fletcher is injured. So he got stripped of the belt. And they had Kevin Knight. And then Kevin Knight won. He beat Daniel Garcia at the end to win the belt. You had Tekla defeat Jamie Hayter for the AEW Women's World Championship. Now, the match that I thought there was going to be a lot of blood, which is John Moxley, because that man just gets in the ring and he starts bleeding already. There wasn't not even one ditch of blood from anybody. And I was shocked. Like Moxley was perfect. Like this dude had nothing. Because like I said, this dude walks to the ring, and as soon as he gets in the ring, boom, he starts bleeding. In a weird opening, I don't know if you saw this, before they entered the conglomeration, Orange Cassidy was laying on the couch. Then Roderick Strong comes, Orange! Then someone was knocking on the door, and they came out Kyle O'Reilly. So like a sitcom thing. So that was kind of cool, because this is Kyle O'Reilly's first match since he was injured. So he's been out.
He's
been out for a while. Now, they beat the War Dogs, Clark, Connors, and Kidd. Now, the night before, on Saturday night, the Dogs just won the 6-man title from Mystical and Jet Speed. So this was kind of sudden that the belts got switched, but Gabe Kidd got pulled out of the match because he looked like he broke his wrist or his hand. So he went to the back. So I think they called it audible quick because they knew this guy's going to be up for a while.
Yeah.
And instead of dropping the belts, let's just audible, have the conglomeration, win the belt, and, because we can be having people getting hurt and stripping people and doing this shit all over. Because for some reason, people cannot be one pay-per-view without getting hurt in AEW.
I was going to ask you that because every time we come on here on a pay-per-view, somebody gets hurt.
Every pay-per-view, somebody gets either one or two wrestlers get hurt in AEW pay-per-views. I don't know why. I don't understand it. But I will say this. down to my grave. AEW puts the best pay-per-views in wrestling. They stick to the four big pay-per-view shows. Those are the ones that they really show meaning to, and they always deliver. Like this show delivered last night. And for the World Championship, in a screwy finish, like we always do,
Yep.
MJF beat Kenny Omega for the AEW World Title. This match was almost 40 minutes long. We're past midnight. Dude, I'm like half asleep, trying to stay up watching my assholes get killed again. And this. But the funny part is that they interviewing MJF in the back, and he don't want to talk. And Renee Paquet's trying to tell him, well, you have a title match on Wednesday. Oh, I'm taking off. I'm doing this. And he walked up. I said, oh, I guess you'll find out later, idiot. So this year, pay-per-view, I give it a B+.
A what?
B+.
B. Wow, you gave TNA a B and you gave this a B+.
Because every match delivered, even the little stupid things delivered. There was no blood, like I'm telling you, except for the accidental.
Oh, yeah, that was by accident, though.
Yeah, and like I was shocked when there wasn't any blood. When you have a AEW no blood pay-per-view, that's a win in my book. When John Moxley can go into a match for 20 minutes and not bleed, that's a win.
Yes.
Well, like I said, this man goes and walks into the ring and he's already bleeding. Maybe there's some knives in the air that he just get cut imaginally before, like the air is still thick. He cut it with a knife, or he gets cut with a knife in the ear just by himself. So
he's a bleeder.
Yeah, dude, I'm a bleeder. I didn't bleed that much. So that was every wrestling thing that happened Saturday and Sunday, from a full action of pay-per-views that actually everybody delivered, bro. I'm telling you, everybody delivered this weekend when it came to wrestling. MLW had their show last night from South Carolina. So I don't know when that's coming out. They're going back on September 12th. They already announced it, so they're gonna go. Ticket sales are, I think, either this Friday or next Friday. So they're trying to get that thing done. And I heard it was a sellout. That's all I know about the show of MLW. Yeah.
This Saturday, you said is South Carolina, North Carolina, whatever.
No, it was last night. It was yesterday. Yes.
Oh shit!
Remember, they don't show it.
This
week. They don't show them. No, they don't show it on TV anymore. But now everything they're doing now is
it's for the tape. Yeah. I just thought that
everything that they're doing now is tape shows for episodes of Fusion.
I messed up my dates thinking that it was this Saturday and it was this Sunday.
No, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad because I forgot it too. And I thought, oh shit, outside it was yesterday. Yeah, so they're going back September 12th. It was a sellout from what they said. So they sold out. Now we have to do just wait and see when they're going to decide. Okay, let's give the peasants the shows now. I mean, we're in April. I mean, taxes, the 15th is Wednesday. Thank God I already sent mine on Saturday. So I'm paid off. I'll pay my taxes. Uncle Sam, you bastard. I'm disabled shit.
You know what? And I fucked up. I had my intro I wanted to say today, and you cut me off because I was going to say, if you're listening on our audio platforms, jump to our YouTube, right? And then, obviously, if you're listening now to our audio platform, right? But listen, if you got to this point, and sometimes it might be hard to just leave your YouTube on and you want to listen, everything. Urban Wrestling Network on any platform that your favorite audio device is on, and we're there. So follow us there, listen to our stuff. We talked a lot. There was something else.
It was three good stuff that happened through Saturday. One yesterday, Oh,
No,
your
I thought-
boy Alberto Del Rio just got released from prison or jail.
Again? I thought he just got locked up.
Yeah, and they they gave him the appearance, so he's gone. He's out of jail now. But he has to go back. He's gonna do time this time. Ain't no way in hell he's gonna get away with this.
Nah,
There's witnesses. There's witnesses this time. There's a lot of witnesses this time.
there was something I thought I wanted to
If
bring
you don't
up.
know, Alberto Rio decided to kidnap his partner again, and finally gave her a little beating. I guess from the beating he took that one night from that one boxer, you want to take it out on somebody else. Now, I'm saying jokes here right now, but in no way, shape, or form, anybody in United Wrestling Network, anybody at Bare Knuckle Mob, we do not condone any type of violence against anybody, especially women. No kids, no pets. And I make fun of Chef because Chef is short. Chef has a beautiful wife. She's like 5 foot. And that lady will kick Chef's ass at any time. I met this lady. She will kick Chef's ass and my ass because she is that tough. It's like they always say, big things comes in small packages, and she comes with a bang. She's not gonna let herself abused by anybody. So we've been lucky to know women that do not take shit from anybody. Unfortunately, there are females out there who kind of get stuck in a relationship, and then they get their slowly but surely they work with their minds. Now their value is being devalued because now somebody putting bullshit in their heads, and they start believing it, and that's when shit starts.
It's sad because like you hear this stuff, right? And you're like, well, why don't they just leave, right? Like, why before it gets worse?
You can see that easily.
And it's because they're conditioned to so bad for so long that they think they have no value. And the Purge advantage of the situation. And I don't wish nobody prison. I don't wish nobody to jail. But when you do some fuck shit like this guy, yo, throw that motherfucker away already.
Like Alberto Del Rio has already shown that he's a coward, and there's probably things that happened in his childhood that we don't know about.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because a lot of shit happened to us. All of us were, and we either carry that with us, or we just say, screw this shit. That's in the past. I'm not gonna turn into that when I grow older. So he already shown he's a coward. His wrestling career should be done by now after this, but I'm pretty sure some moron out there will get him next week or something to wrestle. But Crash Lucha got rid of him. They're done with him. So AAA already got done with him. CML is not going to touch him, but they're a family entertainment show is CML. Yep. So I'm pretty sure some indie company will definitely touch him. It's going to be in the gym somewhere. Hey, whatever. But there's people like him. He's already shown his true colors. There's nobody out here should be a fan of Alberto Del Rio. Period.
Listen, we support wrestling.
Well, I am looking forward to. Yeah. Do I support everybody? I don't care what political agenda you have. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care about stuff like that. But the minute you start hurting a female, you start hurting a kid, or molesting a kid, or you're doing some shit with some kind of pet, that's what I said. I'm sorry. I can't rock with you no more.
Yep, it's that simple.
I cannot rock with you.
Listen, it's that simple.
You're cool people, but there's a line has to get crossed. That's a line you cannot cross.
It can only go too far. You know what I mean? Like, so to put on a positive note, we're glad that Camille is back. We're glad to see EC3 back.
Yes,
there's a lot of positivity going around. Obviously, today is Raw, so we don't know what happens. If something super crazy happens, we'll probably jump on here Wednesday. If not, you get it next week, whatever it is. But for myself, this man, we talked everything that happened. We out of here. Deuces.
Deuces.